Utilizing TikTok stars to sell cryptocurrency startups, how to gamble and win. Recent TikTok statements made waves in the financial industry. The network is now penalizing users for publishing promotional information regarding financial assets and cryptocurrencies. As a creator of a crypto firm, you may find yourself up against the wall when it comes to leveraging influencer marketing. However, do not worry just yet. It is not witchcraft to operate an influencer marketing campaign while adhering to the world's most popular short video platform's new standards. Let's examine how crypto firms may continue to collaborate with TikTok influencers and which types of content creator relationships are most appropriate for the industry at the moment. Why did TikTok make the decision to alter its community guidelines? Until recently, it was rather typical for unscrupulous sales agents to contact TikTok video creators and offer them enormous quantities of money in exchange for promoting their cryptocurrency. As a result, TikTok staff decided to prohibit the platform's users from directly advertising cryptocurrency and financial transactions. After all, TikTok is renowned for its original and organic content, as well as its youthful user base. TikTok cannot afford for its platform to become a haven for financial service scammers. As a result, many cryptocurrency firms may feel befuddled when it comes to TikTok marketing. If you run a genuine business, the new TikTok laws prohibiting financial services should not worry you. Rather than that, they present an opportunity. After all, TikTok influencer marketing is far more successful when it is aligned with the user's preferred content types: real, instructive, and organic. The golden rule is genuine partnership. On TikTok, influencer marketing has become a goldmine. Numerous small businesses in the beauty and fashion industries have grown into multi-million-dollar organizations by entrusting their fate to micro-influencers. This potential is not exclusive to these businesses, which is why an increasing number of technological brands and financial services firms are engaging in TikTok influencer campaigns. Regardless of the business, it is critical to ensure that the brand and content creators are a good fit when seeking for influencers. Regrettably, there are far too many consumers who are only concerned with one thing: instant gratification. That is why cryptocurrency and fintech firms must undertake a thorough assessment of their engaged influencers and determine the following. Who is the influencer's audience? Is this audience pertinent to your business? Which specialized business is significant to the influencer, and how do my products affect it? Is the influencer sufficiently knowledgeable and willing to give instructional content? Bear in mind that true brand ambassadors can only be influencers who have the power to speak about your product. Thus, by asking them to learn about your brand and providing them with a trial or full access to your products, you give them the opportunity to become knowledgeable fans without having to pay them a fortune. Concentrate on instructional and value-added content. Gen Z and millennials have a far better understanding of cryptocurrency and are more receptive to envisioning a future of cryptocurrencies than previous generations. However, their savvy is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, they are interested in discussing financial services, in uncovering the potential of assets, and in the prospective influence of obtaining crypto on the globe. On the other side, both generations are extremely skeptical of both the industry as a whole and the objectives of individual businesses, making it critical to be ethical and honest when contracting them as collaborators. Even without the new TikTok restrictions, companies should be aware that excessively promotional material performs poorly on TikTok. Rather than that, information that is primarily informative, entertaining, or useful can swiftly spread among people. The primary reason TikTok regulates paid advertisements for financial services in the first place is because far too many businesses were only focused on pumping up cryptocurrencies without regard for the context of their enterprise. In TikTok's book, this is a massive red flag. The missing piece of the puzzle enables influencers to express their candid opinions about your project with their audience without blindly pumping them. As an example, consider Virtual Bacon, one of the most successful TikTok makers in the cryptocurrency space. Rather of advocating a particular currency or persuading his audience to buy from a particular company, Virtual Bacon shares industry news, updates, and personal comments. By contextualizing the assets he discusses, Virtual Bacon is able to adhere to TikTok's restrictions while still addressing financial services. Now, if he were to continue pumping cryptocurrency after cryptocurrency with no added value, it's safe to suppose TikTok would intervene. Concentrate on developing relationships with influencers based on shared ideals. To avoid coming out as a corporation only focused on cryptocurrency pumping, you should seek out influencers who share your company's ideals and have a true demand for your product. This manner, your engagement can extend beyond simply encouraging others to buy your coin. Rather than that, you'll find an ambassador who can explain why this particular cryptocurrency is worth investing in. Consider the following scenario: a decentralized music streaming network wishes to increase brand awareness and advocacy. The startup may speak with content creators that create music, for example, and explain why their platform might be a superior option to Spotify or Apple Music. Naturally, by engaging content producers who match your company's ideals, you'll be able to recruit some creators who are interested in collaborating with you. To obtain the full experience, you'll want these creators to utilize the platform and upload some of their songs. After you've hired and educated some producers about your platform, ask them to develop content to demonstrate to their audience why you're the go-to decentralized music streaming service. At this point, the influencer can speak more deeply about your organization. Rather than simply advising their audience to purchase your cryptocurrency, they can explain why it is worth purchasing in the first place, as they have first-hand knowledge with the platform. Promotions for cryptocurrency are now prohibited under the new TikTok policy. The way forwards is to promote natural collaboration. A content creator that shares your beliefs and corporate image will be far more beneficial to your business and will act as an unwitting evangelist for your items. Thus, the ace card entrepreneurs in the crypto influencer ecosystem should play is organic content marketing. Insightful films, interesting updates about the newest financial sector trends, professional essays, and expert knowledge geared towards a youthful, intelligent, yet playful audience are critical. Nothing will stand in the way of a successful marketing campaign if these simple principles are followed, an effort that is well worth the investment risk. We hope you enjoyed watching and listening to this video. Please let us know your opinion in the comments area below. If you found our content useful, please like it and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more crypto-related contents.